What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to Cowboys News TV, where we bring you the latest and greatest from our Dallas Cowboys. I'm Dave, and today, we're diving into a topic that has been on everyone's mind as we inch closer to the start of the 2024 NFL season, Dak Prescott's contract situation. As you all know, the Cowboys successfully locked in CeeDee Lamb with a new deal earlier this week, which was a massive win for the team. But with that done, all eyes are now on our QB1, Dak Prescott. The big question is, will Dak secure a contract extension before the season kicks off, or is he heading into 2024 on the final year of his current deal? Let's break it all down, but before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers, and your support is crucial. Help us reach our goal by subscribing today. Following CeeDee Lamb's contract extension and his much-anticipated return to the field, the spotlight has naturally shifted to Dak Prescott. The situation is pretty intriguing because we're talking about the franchise quarterback potentially heading into the season without a new deal. For Prescott, this could mean betting on himself and possibly landing an even bigger contract next spring, with some analysts predicting that figure could push well above $60 million on the open market. On the other hand, for the Cowboys, locking in their star QB now would provide long-term security, but it also raises the question, will this deal still look good when other quarterback contracts come down the pipeline next offseason? Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones seems pretty relaxed about the whole situation. In a recent interview, he mentioned that since Dak is here, there's no more to do to ensure the team is ready for the season opener against the Cleveland Browns on September 8th. This statement suggests there isn't a pressing sense of urgency from the Cowboys side to get this deal done before the season starts. So, what do you think, Cowboys Nation? Is Jerry Jones playing it cool, or could this lack of urgency backfire on the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get the conversation going. When asked about the possibility of being the next big contract signee for the Cowboys, Dak Prescott was clear, his focus is elsewhere. He said, "Not my focus anymore, to be honest. I can't say it was ever my focus. It's about getting this team better." This shows just how locked in Dak is on the present and on preparing for the upcoming season. However, what really stands out is Dak's comment about whether the deal needs to be done before the season begins. He said, "I don't need it. I think it says a lot if it is or it isn't. However, it doesn't really matter to me, to be honest with you." That's an interesting take, don't you think? Dak seems to be saying that whether or not the deal gets done will speak volumes, but it won't affect his mindset or approach to the game. It's almost as if he's sending a subtle message to the front office, either get it done or don't, but he's going to do his job regardless. Cowboys Nation, what's your read on Dak's attitude toward this contract situation? Do you think this is the right mindset for our quarterback, or should he push harder to get the deal done before the season kicks off? Let us know in the comments and vote in our poll about whether you think Dak should sign now or wait it out. As we head into the final stretch before the season starts, the clock is ticking on whether Dak will enter 2024 with a new deal in hand or if he'll be playing out his contract year once again. Prescott has always been one to focus on the present, a trait that has served him well both on and off the field. But with contract talks potentially looming over the season, it's clear that his future, whether in Dallas or elsewhere, will remain a hot topic. Prescott himself seems at peace with whatever comes next. He recently said, "I'm blessed to play this game, to be in year 9, to do what I do and be as healthy as I am. The experience that I've had, I'm blessed to play this game. I get paid a lot of money to do it. I've already gotten paid, to get paid again is just part of it. I'm due up for it, whether that's signing here or somewhere else that I don't care to think about at this moment. It's all part of it." That's a mature, seasoned response from a quarterback who's seen it all, and it's clear that Dak is ready to go no matter what happens with his contract. But what does this mean for the Cowboys? If a deal doesn't get done, will it impact the team's chemistry or performance on the field? Cowboys Nation, I want to hear from you. Do you think Dak should sign a new deal before the season starts, or should he wait it out and see what happens next offseason? Could this contract situation impact the Cowboys' chances this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get a discussion going. Now, let's talk about Mike Zimmer. After a storied career as a defensive mastermind, Zimmer found himself at the helm of the Minnesota Vikings. But his final days with the team were anything but smooth. In fact, Zimmer himself describes those days as miserable, a far cry from the success he once enjoyed. It all came to an end on January 10, 2022, when Vikings owners Zygi and Mark Wolf officially let go of Zimmer and general manager Rick Spielman. Zimmer was devastated, and who could blame him? After all, this was a man who had never been fired in his long coaching career. Imagine this, Cowboys Nation, being in a job where you pour your heart and soul into your work, only to find out it's not enough. And when it's time to go, you're asked if you want to address the very people who, in your eyes, led to your downfall. Zimmer's response? Hell, no. They got me fired. Can you feel the frustration and betrayal he must have felt? So here's a question for you all. Do you think Zimmer's reaction was justified? Should he have addressed the team, or was walking away the right call? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get a conversation going. I'm curious to see where you stand on this one. Zimmer's story gets even more intense when we dig into his relationship with some of the players and coaches he worked with in Minnesota. One name that stands out is Terrence Newman, a player Zimmer had coached for years, from Dallas to Cincinnati to Minnesota. Newman later became an assistant coach under Zimmer, but in the end, he was one of the voices calling out the toxic atmosphere in Zimmer's final days with the Vikings. For Zimmer, this wasn't just a professional jab, it was personal. He says, "Terrence was like my son. I called Parcells about that one. I called Terrence. He said, well, that's how I felt. I said, then, look, we're done." Now, Cowboys Nation, I want to hear from you. How would you handle a situation like this? If someone you considered family criticized you in such a public way, would you cut ties, or would you try to work it out? Let's discuss this in the comments below, and don't forget to vote in our poll about whether Zimmer's reaction was justified. And then there's the matter of the 2021 NFL Draft, where Zimmer's frustrations really boiled over. The Vikings had 4 third-round picks, and GM Rick Spielman used them on quarterback Kellen Mond, linebacker Chaz Surratt, offensive lineman Wyatt Davis, and defensive end Patrick Jones too. When Mond was picked, Zimmer walked out of the room. He didn't even talk to Spielman until the next morning. The two had a heated exchange where Zimmer made it clear he was upset about the picks, believing that they had passed on potential starters for what he called 4 backups. Now, I know we've got some draft enthusiasts out there. How do you feel about Zimmer's reaction to the Vikings' draft choices? Was he right to be upset, or was he overreacting? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's get a debate going about the importance of nailing those draft picks, especially in the critical 3rd round. As we wrap up, remember to subscribe to Cowboys News TV if you haven't already. We're so close to reaching our goal of 11,000 subscribers, and your subscription means the world to us. Plus, by subscribing, you'll stay updated with all the latest Cowboys news, NFL stories, and deep dives like this one about Mike Zimmer. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it informative. We've got a lot more content coming your way, including player breakdowns, game previews, and all the latest news as we follow the Cowboys through another exciting season. Thank you for watching, Cowboys Nation. Keep the conversation going in the comments, and let's gear up for what promises to be an unforgettable season. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and go Cowboys!